Did you hear about the story about the guy who was, born with a speech delay, but found courage to speak and perform in front of hundreds of people?
No, I haven't. Well, but actually, I have. Wait, it wasn't that one that I get that. I understand. How about
Yeah, he found confidence through his prayers.
And did you hear about that one brother or the brothers who grew up with deaf parents, and instead of it being a burden, it inspired them to learn sign language and are now ministers of the gospel?
I think I do. I think I do know which one you're talking about.
Right.
Because they know sign language, they can, reach more people, But how about you guys in the comments? Share in the comments, all the inspiring stories you guys have heard lately.
That's right. We want to hear what you guys are thinking. And thank you for joining us today. I'm James.
And I'm Elijah. And if you're new here or you joined because someone asked you to join, well, this is the time slot where we share with you uplifting and inspiring content and tools from incmedia. We play games and you can win gifts from incmedia.
That's right. Now, if you joined us earlier today during our IG Live, type in the phrase of the day right now and you can win this notebook. Ooh. Right, don't forget to stay till the end of the show to find out if you are the winner.
Yes. Now, today we're talking about, the blessing of having a relationship with God.
That's right. And it's really important because having a relationship with God is amazing. Yes. Because He's always working in our lives.
Actually, funny you say that, James, because there is a blog titled, Is God Working in Your Life? The writer is the producer of Faith Speaks, Jan Valerio, and she shares the many ways God can direct us.
Right, and here is an excerpt.
The blog says, and as the producer of the Faith Speaks project, I am reminded that God is always working in our lives. We've worked with so many individuals and their stories are all proof that God works for the good.
That's right.
And there are so many ways He works. Below are just a few examples. Number 1,
He moves your heart.
Number 2,
He uses people around you.
Number 3,
He calls on to your interests.
Number 4,
He reminds us through worship service.
And number 5,
He changes your perspective.
Now that was just a short little part of the blog. You can read the rest of it on incmedia.org. Now that I think about it, my own experiences, those all make sense.
That's right. And you know what? Actually, from that list, my favorite is number 4, because He reminds us through worship service, which is facts, because I feel like, especially during worship service, the lesson always somehow, some way speaks to me.
I'm glad, James. But I hope you guys were listening because we have a short quiz question for you guys because it's
prize time!
Woo!
Now, here is your chance to win this hat. Ba-boom! What's this hat say?
It says truth. It says truth.
Truth. That's
Truth.
right. Nice little hat, 5-panel with a Velcro, not a Velcro strap.
Like adjustable.
Yeah. Well, it's an adjustable hat, and it's fantastic. It'll look great on your head. How about you, Elijah? Would you look great on yours?
Nope, I do not look
really.
good with hats. My head is too big for hats. But anyways, to win this hat, all you have to do is answer this question. The question is, what are some examples or ways God inspires us to progress? Is it A?
He changes our perspective.
Is it B?
We dream about it.
Is it C?
We are reminded in worship service.
Or is it D?
A and C.
Ooh, I wonder which one it is.
Now, while we wait for these answers, or for your answers, let's see who's in the chat. I've seen a few actually. I'm really excited. All right,
Okay. Start off.
Here we go. Hello po sa lahat ng mga kapatid. Bumati po mula sa lokal ng Sanchez Mira Distrito ng Calagayan West.
Ooh! Good job, James. Good job. Okay.
Well, here we go. We're gonna look for a few more. But I'm happy I made that up. Oh, man.
Made that up?
No, I didn't make that up, but I made it through.
You made it through.
We made it through.
You didn't stumble. Okay, let's read some more comments. Are there any more comments? Who else is in the chat? Who else is saying hi?
Oh, you know what? Actually, let me see. While we're loading up that comment, I just want to say hi to all my friends and family at home who are watching right now.
Hi, Mom and Dad. Hopefully you're watching.
Absolutely. You know what? That's it.
That's it? Okay.
I feel like that might be enough time, right?
Okay, yeah, let's read the question one more time. Unfortunately, we didn't read that many comments. The question was, what are some examples or ways God inspires us to progress?
Is it A?
He changes our perspective.
Is it B?
We dream about it.
Is it C?
We are reminded in worship service,
Or is it D?
both A and C.
All right, and here is the answer. The answer is, drum roll please. D.
A and C. Hopefully you guys got that question correct.
Right, and you know what? Here is our next example or proof that having a relationship with God is beneficial and can be found in a blog titled, Why I Pray to God Instead of Giving Up.
You know, the writer shares her experience with dealing with anxiety and how prayer helped her to manage it. You know, actually, let's read a little bit of it, James. Can you read it for us?
All right, here we go. I took every opportunity to pray to God. I prayed throughout my day, and not only whenever I feel anxiety coming along. When good things happen, when bad things happen, my first response is to take a few minutes to thank God, period.
Yes.
For the experience, then to ask, for the experience, and then to ask for His guidance.
Yes.
Like what Judy Sell said in her Faith Speaks global speech about praying to God, it's not a theory. It works.
Ooh, yes.
It's then that I'm ready to face my struggles because I'm confident that God is on my side. Ooh!
I agree. You know, it is not a theory. Prayer does work.
That's absolutely right. And if you guys want to read more, like we mentioned earlier, it is on incmedia.org. incmedia.org.
Yeah. Search up the blog. You know, it is true, you know, having God on your side really does make all the difference.
Right, and it makes sense because instead of carrying all your problems on your own, we can always rely on God.
We can. You know, He's always there for us whenever we need Him.
All right, here we go.
You know what else we can do? We can rely on prize time.
That's right.
Now, for a chance to win both this notebook, lanyard, and buttons, I misspoke, sorry.
Whoa.
All three of these items, oh, it's upside down.
Here we go.
All you have to do is in the chat, share with us a problem or challenges that was answered through prayers.
We want to hear.
Show off
We
one
want
of
to
the
hear
buttons.
about your guys' experiences, and while
us
we
know.
wait for your answers, let's talk to Darlene, the writer of that blog.
Ooh, yes, let's
What do you think?
Control, can you guys please call Darlene? Please, please, please. Oh, okay. Yeah, she's
Oh,
on the phone. Hold on.
okay,
Maybe
okay.
hopefully. Oh, hi, Darlene. How are you?
Hey, Darlene.
Doing good?
Hi.
Hey, Darlene.
Yeah. How are you? Good?
Sorry. I'm good. I was just watching incmedia live, but now I'm on it.
Well, you know what? We had control room call you, but you know what's new? Let us know.
Not much is new. Just a regular day. I had lunch.
What'd you eat?
I had salmon and sweet potato fries.
Ooh.
Good lunch, good lunch. You know,
What's new with you guys?
Well, actually, we were just reading your blog. We were talking about it on incmedia Live. But, you know, we really wanted to know, you know, what you think. Like, can you tell us, you know, what else do you pray for aside from your anxiety?
That's right.
Well, thank you for checking out my blog. I did write it a few years ago, but even
I think it still
so,
applies.
Yeah, definitely. I do go back to it every now and then, even though I wrote it. But aside from everything that I mentioned in that blog, which I do still pray about, honestly, I pray about everything. Like, of course, we pray for our food, we pray for safety and good health, but literally anything and everything. Like, if I'm thinking twice about something, or if I'm hesitant about which step I have to take for any situation, prayer is always the answer.
Ooh, if y'all agree with Darlene, show it in the chat. We want to show her some love.
It now.
Now, speaking of love, and speaking of Darlene, we heard a little tidbit that you were going to be a mom soon.
Ooh, congrats! Woo! Can we get some hearts and congrats in the chat for
Congratulations
Darlene?
in the chat, please.
Woo!
I am going to be a mom very soon.
Hey.
Thank you guys.
You know what, Darlene? We have a question for you. What are some prayers, or what, if have you have for your child? What prayers do you have?
You know, there are so many details and steps that need to be taken, and steps that we don't even know about yet when it comes to having a baby. But the main thing right now, since we're so soon, is
That sounds so
there's
cute.
me and my husband. The main thing we're praying for right now is, of course, safety and a healthy delivery. We want everything to go as smoothly as possible. So we're really praying for all of that. And of course, we're even praying for the nurses and the doctors who are taking care of us. We really want to make sure that God is guiding every step, every person, everything along the way for this entire pregnancy.
Yay! That's what's up. Hey, Darlene, shout out to you and shout out. And like I said, let's keep showing love to Darlene, and we hope for the best.
We do. Now, you've been a machine of great advice today, but, what advice do you have for the winner of this notebook? What do you have your own notebook? What do you use it for?
So I do have my own notebook, and congrats to whoever wins this notebook. But since we're talking about prayer, one piece of advice I can give is when you feel the need to pray about something, and when you do pray about that something, jot it down in the notebook.
Yes.
Write your thoughts, your feelings, the date, the time, and leave it and come back to it afterwards, whether it's a day later or moments later after your prayer is done, so you can see how God's plans unfold and just reflect on the whole thing, everything that you're praying for.
Yeah.
But
Darlene, got
I
that
will say,
bar.
let me add though, even if you don't have the notebook, or even if you don't want to use a notebook, use your phone. Any thought that comes to mind, write it down.
Yes.
Ooh.
WhatsApp.
See, I'm dapping up Elijah in place of
Proxy,
you.
proxy.
Shout out to Darlene. Fantastic advice.
It really is. Thank you so much, Darlene, for being with us today.
All right, thank
Thank you for picking up the call.
calling.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Darlene.
Thank you.
Shout out to Anaheim, local of Anaheim, and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
Darlene.
you
Bye,
for all your
Darlene.
time. Bye.
Now, it's always great to
I
talk
love
about
having guests.
Darlene's so, she's smart. I like that. She got that special sauce.
Yes.
Now, let's check out what we have. Let's check out what's been happening in the chat. I'm sure you guys have been talking. Let's read some
What are you
comments.
Hoping for some Tagalog time
Wow.
today.
Wow.
Maybe.
Oh,
there you go, James.
Robert, no, okay. Oras na para manalo. Yes.
Price time.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Like, nah.
No.
You got this.
No, you got it.
Nope. Hi, Dad.
Patuloy na magbigay kasayahan sa Diyos ang kanyang bayan. Wow. I got this one. One of my answered prayers was when I lost my job. Tough, but it was a career I studied for. It took me a while to find a new job, but God guided me to a wonderful opportunity to provide for my family.
Yes.
Shout out to Delmar, Brother Delmar. That's fantastic. Thank you for sending that in.
Panatag.
Dang,
Right.
that's deep.
Notebook for worship service lessons versus New York. I agree. You could always jot down incmedia Live.
Thank you for my notifications from Carmichael for incmedia Live. From Brother Roel.
Yes, that's right, but we can always rely on God at all times. Yes, He's always there for you.
And I was able to pass my recent exams through prayer to get the clinical placement of my choice.
Woo, congrats!
Jasmine Gutierrez.
Congrats. See more comments. Who else is there? I'm thankful that I was healed from all of my illnesses after fervently praying to God and asking to be anointed with olive oil after always having a prayer of faith in God's divine healing power. Really?
That's fantastic.
That's fantastic. That's great
Absolutely.
news. Okay, so thank you so much for all the comments. We love saying hi and seeing what people are putting. Now, our next piece of content is proof, that life with God can always make your life so much better.
Right, and it's a blog titled Dear Teenage Self, Finding God Changes You. And the writer, Rachel Raddock, shares the 5 ways God changed her life when she joined the Church of Christ. Let's read one of those ways.
It says, you'll live life with purpose and have something to look forward to. Let's face it, life is hard. It was hard back then and it still is. But finding God will give you the assurance that all of these difficulties you face won't amount to nothing. You may spend hours on end working to survive in this world, then perform the duties you have for church. Go home to sleep and do it all over again the next day. But those hours you spend for God will build up to a better future in heaven. Well said, Rachel.
Well said.
You know, life is hard, it's challenging, but having that hope, you know, it makes all the difference. Wouldn't you say, James?
Absolutely. That's the truth.
Ooh, the truth will meet you. You know what else is the truth?
What else is the truth?
Is it?
The second truth hat. Well, here we are.
Well, if you want to win this second truth hat, we want to encourage you guys, you know, to share in the comments, what are you hoping for? You know, are you guys hoping for a better job maybe?
Hoping for God to give you a solution?
Or hoping to heal, you know, hoping to move forward? Let us know. We really do want to know.
Good, because we're asking, because it's a reminder that having something to hope for is powerful.
I agree,
And
yeah.
God gives us that hope.
Yes, I agree. Let us know. Type it in the chat. Okay, now earlier this week, you know, we posed a question on Instagram. How does God let you know which direction to take?
Right.
And some of you had really good answers. Actually, I want to read some.
All right,
You mind,
let's
James?
check it out.
See, what did people comment on that post? You want to read the first one, James?
All right, you'll see that all things, situations seem to be working together to pave a way for you to walk through.
Yes.
That's you.
At times, the direction just presents itself, and I don't feel scared to take it. That's God's guidance for me.
Hearts.
Ooh, yes.
When everything falls into place and you can feel how God guides you in every way, overcoming things that you initially thought was impossible.
Yes. Now, that was the last we're going to read here, but you can always check out the post on Instagram and check out all the comments that people have left and the advice. But
Let's
for
read
now,
some comments.
let's read some comments. Let's see who is in the chat today. Well, we already know some people, but
God is my compass. Ooh, I love that.
I'm thankful that I was healed from all my illness after fervently praying to God and asking to be anointed with olive oil after always having a prayer of faith in God's divine healing power.
Shout out to Brother Timothy. Thank you for sending that in. I have been jotting notes from worship services in handy dandy pocket notebook from incmedia Live. Thank you so
Woo!
much for tuning in. Yeah, absolutely.
This could be yours.
These notebooks are
could be yours.
fantastic to take notes for everything.
Answered prayers was when I lost my full-time job and asked for part-time jobs so I can attend Bible study and other church activities more frequently. Kissimmee from Sister Teresa.
Thank you so much. Now, hello po Solomon family tuning in from the local of Kansas City, District of Northern Plains. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you. And shout out to the District of Northern Plains.
Northern Plains.
That would be wow, I like that.
Northern Plains?
Yeah.
I'm hoping for guidance as I'm finishing up grad school and plan for my future from Jasmine in Portland, Oregon.
Wow. Shout out to Jasmine. Yeah.
Shout out. Yeah.
Jasmine, is that? Oh,
That
yeah.
is the placement, the medical school placement.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, wait, I remember you.
I read the names.
Well, greetings to all of you brethren from the local of Boston District, New York, from Maricel Jose. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Shout out to the District of Boston.
Happy viewing from the District of Mountain State. Shout out to all joining the program from Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Utah, and New Mexico.
Oh.
From Brother Lowell Newcomb.
Well, shout
Yes.
out to the mountain
I was about to say
states.
Mexico, and I was like,
from Willie Santos, shout out to incmedia Live crew. Brother Willie Santos from, thank you so much for tuning in to shout out to incmedia Live crew. Thank you for all you do.
let's cut to the control room.
Absolutely.
incmedia Live crew. Oh, or
Yeah. Well, I think we've read enough comments, and I think we do have our winners for today's show.
I think so too.
Can we get a drum roll, please?
Our winners for today are Hannelore, Teresa, what are the other
And
two?
I knew it. Jolina B. Vincentia and Andrew Wynn.
Woo!
Thank you guys
Congrats!
for tuning in.
Now remember
Congrats
to
to all
direct
of
message us in 24 hours to claim your prize, either on Instagram or email us.
All right.
Now, we've come to the end of our show, sadly.
But we thank you guys for joining our show.
And as always, incmedia is where truth meets you.
And we hope to see you next week.
Because as always, we're here with you
For you,
every week, every single Friday.
keeping you uplifted and inspired with your favorite incmedia content.
Bye.
Bye.
incmedia Live. greatest impact that the Iglesia ni Cristo has had in my life is that I know now the true purpose of life. And it's a very simple purpose. It sounds very simple. It is to serve God the way that God wants to be served.
For us in incmedia, it brings us immense joy when we can help you carry that extra inspiration you need for the day, just like carrying these incmedia cards anytime and everywhere. And with the tools available on our website, there's an opportunity to share that boost to anyone else that needs it too. So, let's make it a habit to share our faith and positivity more as we continue with the year. And who knows, you might see yourself
Doing it all over again.
just like